Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're getting into the lyrics from Zauntee's performance of Sinner.
Yeah, it's quite a powerful piece.
Definitely. Our plan is to sort of unpack the big themes of, struggle, faith, transformation, and just explore that emotional journey he's sharing.
And maybe see how it connects with, well, navigating our own stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's jump in. What hits you first?
Well, it's that vulnerability right at the start, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up as a child, we had to deal with rejection.
Mm-hmm.
It just puts you right there, feeling like an outsider.
Mm.
And that line, they're going to target what's different until you make them respect it.
Wow. Yeah. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? That pressure to fit in versus fighting for acceptance.
Totally. It's that constant push and pull. Have you ever, felt that yourself? Being pulled between those two?
Oh, absolutely. And you see that tension build in the lyrics, right? He talks about trying to change when he felt counted out.
Yeah, but it didn't bring fulfillment. It just brought depression, he says.
Right. Which kind of highlights this major crossroads, looking outside for validation versus finding it inside.
And why does one lead to something fulfilling and the other just emptiness?
Good question. What do you think the lyrics suggest?
Well, the shift seems key. Started walking with God, and I can feel the connection. That feels like a deliberate turn inward.
Yeah, away from chasing what other people think.
Exactly. That's a real contrast to that depression he mentioned earlier. Do you reckon those two things, seeking approval and faith, always clash?
That's interesting. Maybe not always, but here it seems like a turning point. And then there's that line about his mom.
Oh, yeah. Mama said they need that really got my attention. I think it's time for a re-exit. Got to switch my direction.
That phrase, they need that, it suggests maybe his struggles weren't just his, but could, help others, a purpose.
It's like her words gave him not just a new direction, but the reason for it. It's a catalyst, really.
And it leads to some really raw stuff, doesn't it? The tears, the struggle.
Yeah. See my tears in the page in the book. Hit the floor. See the blood of my veins, you.
Hmm.
Gifted be yours, saying, Father, forgive me. I'm calling out to you, Lord.
So much vulnerability there. Seeking forgiveness seems like a huge part of the change.
Absolutely crucial, I'd say. And it flows right into this idea of testimony, right?
Explain that a bit more.
Well, he says, I guess the test made my testimony, would I survive, made me a vessel. He had his blessing on me. The hard times, the tests, they become his story, his proof.
Okay, so the testimony is like sharing your story to help others.
Exactly. In this context, it's often about how faith helped overcome things. It's a witness. And then he said,
on a mission.
and I'm heaven Z walking through the valley where the shadow of the devil is. I carry the light. I can show you what a vessel is.
Whoa, that's a powerful image from struggling himself to now leading others through the dark.
It's a massive shift.
Mm-hmm.
And then he offers this really direct message.
The part about inherent worth.
Yeah, you're made in the image of God. I promise you he chose you. You need to know you matter. And I promise you he knows you. After feeling rejected, imagine how much hearing that you're chosen, you matter, must mean.
It must be incredibly grounding.
Yeah, totally fundamental. And it connects to that idea that you're not alone, even when things are tough.
Right, when you think you falling, that's the moment that he holds you, and not alone see his presence is global, like constant support.
Unwavering.
And he keeps coming back to it. I'm a living testimony, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, his life itself becomes the evidence, the encouragement. It's all about lived experience.
So wrapping this up, this dive into Zauntee's lyrics really shows a journey, doesn't it?
Definitely. From feeling like an outsider, a sinner,
Yeah.
to finding faith, purpose, and this deep sense of worth, even with all the struggles.
It's quite a transformation.
For sure.
Which leaves us with something to think about. Maybe reflect on a time you felt counted out, What helped you find your way? And thinking about Zauntee's journey, what parts of your own story might be your testimony for someone else?